In the heart of feudal Japan, a land of shifting alliances and constant warfare, a legend was born. Miyamoto Musashi. His name echoes through the centuries, a symbol of unparalleled swordsmanship, unwavering determination, and a philosophy that transcended the battlefield. Musashi, however, was not born a legend. His journey began, like all great sagas, with humble beginnings and a childhood marked by both tragedy and extraordinary potential. In the year 1584, amidst the chaos of a nation grappling for power, a son was born to Miyamoto Musashi, a renowned swordsman in the quiet village of Miyamoto. The joy of the birth was tragically cut short, as Omasa, Musashi's wife, succumbed to the complications of childbirth. The infant, left motherless, was named Benosuke, a name that would soon become synonymous with a life marked by both extraordinary talent and profound loneliness. Growing up in the shadow of his mother's loss, Benosuke developed a fierce independence. Musashi, a stern and disciplined warrior, dedicated himself to training his son in the art of the sword. The dojo, a simple wooden structure in their backyard, became the young boy's sanctuary, a place where he learned the intricate movements of his father's style, a blend of swift strikes and powerful grappling techniques. Musashi, a master of the jite, an iron weapon with a curved hook, instilled in his son the importance of precision, discipline, and the unwavering control of both mind and body. Benosuke, a prodigy from a young age, absorbed his father's teachings like a sponge. He possessed a natural grace and an uncanny ability to anticipate his opponent's moves. Musashi, recognizing this innate talent, pushed his son relentlessly. Training sessions were grueling, demanding both physical and mental fortitude. Benosuke learned to endure pain, to push beyond his perceived limits, and to find strength within himself. He would practice for hours, the rhythmic clash of wood on wood echoing through the quiet village, a testament to his dedication and his father's unwavering belief in his potential. However, Benosuke was more than just a student of his father's swordsmanship. He possessed a curious mind and a thirst for knowledge that extended beyond the confines of the dojo. He questioned the rigid dogma of the samurai code, pondering the deeper meaning of honor, duty, and the very nature of violence. What was the true meaning of victory? Was it merely the physical defeat of an opponent, or was there a deeper, more profound sense of triumph to be found? These questions, though unspoken, simmered beneath the surface, challenging the rigid framework of his father's teachings. Fortunately, Benosuke found solace and guidance in the teachings of his uncle, Doshin, a revered monk at the local temple. Doshin, a man of peace and profound wisdom, introduced Benosuke to the principles of Zen Buddhism. He taught him about the interconnectedness of all things, the importance of inner peace, and the power of meditation to quiet the mind and cultivate inner strength. Doshin emphasized that true strength lay not just in physical prowess, but in the cultivation of a strong and centered mind. He encouraged Benosuke to find inner peace amidst the chaos of the world, to understand that true victory lay not in defeating an opponent, but in mastering one's own emotions and impulses. These teachings, while seemingly at odds with his father's focus on combat, offered a counterpoint to the rigid discipline of the dojo, providing a deeper understanding of the human condition and the interconnectedness of mind, body, and spirit. Benosuke, drawn to this philosophy, began to incorporate meditation into his daily routine. He found that by stilling his mind, he could gain a deeper understanding of his own movements, anticipate his opponent's actions with greater clarity, and even sense the subtle shifts in the energy that preceded a confrontation. This newfound awareness not only enhanced his swordsmanship, but also provided a sense of inner peace that he had previously lacked. However, as Benosuke matured, his own unique path began to diverge from his father's expectations. He questioned the rigid traditions of the samurai code, seeking a deeper understanding of the art of war. He experimented with new techniques, pushing the boundaries of his father's teachings, a rebellious spirit that often clashed with Musashi's more conservative approach. These clashes, fueled by Musashi's growing alcoholism, created a deep rift between father and son. Feeling stifled by his father's expectations and yearning for a life beyond the confines of their small village, Benosuke made a life-altering decision. He abandoned his home, leaving behind the familiar comforts and the weight of his family's expectations. He chose a new name, Takuan, a symbol of his newfound freedom and his determination to forge his own destiny. Takuan embarked on a journey of self-discovery, wandering the countryside, honing his skills in the art of survival and combat. He sought out challenges, engaging in impromptu duels with other young warriors, testing his abilities and pushing himself to his limits. These encounters were not merely tests of strength, but opportunities for growth, for learning from his opponents and refining his own unique fighting style. He discovered that true mastery lay not just in brute force, but in the subtle interplay of movement, timing, and anticipation. News of Takuan's growing reputation as a formidable warrior began to spread. He heard of Arima Kii, a renowned samurai traveling the land, challenging all comers to duels. Kii, a master of the Shinto Ryu school, was known for his unwavering discipline and his unwavering belief in the traditional ways of the samurai. Takuan, despite his youth and inexperience, felt a surge of ambition. He yearned to test his skills against this legendary warrior to prove his worth on a grander stage. Ignoring his father's warnings and disregarding the potential consequences, Takuan accepted Kii's challenge. He inscribed his name on the public notice board, a bold declaration of his intent to face the renowned samurai. The news sent shockwaves through the local community, a young, unknown warrior challenging one of the most respected swordsmen in the land. It was an audacious move, a testament to Takuan's youthful arrogance and his unwavering belief in his own abilities. Takuan, the young samurai who had dared to defy his father and challenge the legendary Arima Kii, embarked on a solitary journey, a wanderer seeking to forge his own path. He left behind the familiar comforts of his village, venturing into the unknown, a lone wolf in a world teeming with danger and opportunity. The vibrant green rice fields of his childhood gave way to the stark beauty of the wilderness, a landscape both awe-inspiring and unforgiving. He honed his survival skills, learning to hunt, to navigate treacherous terrain, and to find sustenance in the harsh embrace of nature. He learned to read the signs of the forest, to predict the weather by observing the clouds, and to find solace in the quietude of the wilderness. He trained relentlessly, his body becoming lean and sinewy, his movements fluid and graceful. He practiced his swordsmanship with unwavering dedication, each stroke honed by hours of solitary practice, each movement imbued with the spirit of the wind and the flow of the river. He encountered other warriors on his travels, some friendly, some hostile. Each encounter was a valuable lesson, a chance to test his skills, to learn from his opponents, and to refine his own unique fighting style. He discovered that true mastery lay not just in brute force, but in the subtle interplay of movement, timing, and anticipation. He learned to read his opponent's movements, to anticipate their attacks, to exploit their weaknesses with a swiftness and precision that belied his youth. He learned to adapt, to improvise, to find solutions in the face of unexpected challenges. He learned that true strength lay not just in physical prowess, but in the ability to remain calm under pressure, to maintain focus amidst chaos, and to make swift, decisive decisions in the face of danger. These encounters, though often fraught with peril, were invaluable lessons, shaping him into a warrior of exceptional skill and resilience. He began to understand that true courage was not the absence of fear, but the ability to face one's fears with unwavering resolve, to rise above adversity, and to emerge stronger than before. However, Takuan's journey was not merely a physical one. He carried within him the seeds of the wisdom imparted by his uncle, Doshin. He sought moments of solitude, meditating in the stillness of the forest, reflecting on his experiences and seeking deeper meaning in his existence. He began to understand that true strength lay not just in the strength of his arm, but in the strength of his mind and spirit. One such encounter proved to be a turning point in his life. Deep within a secluded forest, he stumbled upon the encampment of Takuan Soho, a renowned Zen monk known for his profound wisdom and unconventional teachings. Intrigued, Takuan sought an audience with the monk. Takuan Soho, a man of enigmatic presence, challenged the young warrior's assumptions about himself and his path. He spoke not of the glory of victory or the thrill of combat, but of the importance of inner peace, self-awareness, and the interconnectedness of all things. He encouraged Takuan to look beyond the physical realm, to explore the depths of his own mind and discover the true source of his strength. Under the guidance of Takuan Soho, Takuan began to explore the deeper dimensions of his being. He learned to control his emotions, to cultivate a sense of inner calm even in the face of danger. He began to see the sword not merely as a weapon of destruction, but as an extension of his own will, a reflection of his inner state. He learned to channel his energy, to cultivate a state of mind where fear and anger gave way to a profound sense of focus and awareness. The monk emphasized that true mastery lay not just in the skillful execution of techniques, but in the cultivation of a centered mind, a mind free from the distractions of ego and the illusions of self. He encouraged Takuan to observe the natural world, to find inspiration in the flowing river, the soaring hawk, the enduring strength of the ancient trees. He taught him to find beauty in the simplicity of existence, to appreciate the fleeting moments of grace, and to embrace the interconnectedness of all things. These teachings resonated deeply with Takuan. He began to see the world with new eyes, to appreciate the beauty and interconnectedness of all things. He found solace in the quietude of nature, in the rustling of leaves, the murmur of the stream, the gentle caress of the wind. He began to understand that true strength lay not in overpowering an opponent, but in finding harmony within oneself, in aligning his own will with the natural order of the universe. He began to see the sword not as a weapon of aggression, but as an instrument of self-discovery, a tool for exploring the depths of his own being and connecting with the universal spirit. However, the tranquility of his studies was shattered by the looming shadow of war. The country was on the brink of a major conflict. The Battle of Sekigahara, a clash between the powerful Toyotomi and Tokugawa clans. The air crackled with anticipation, the whispers of war echoing through every village and town. Driven by a fierce desire to prove himself, to test his skills on the grandest of stages, Takuan joined the forces of the Western Army, allied with the Toyotomi clan. He saw in this conflict an opportunity to demonstrate his courage, to contribute to a worthy cause, and to leave his mark on the history of his nation. The Battle of Sekigahara was a brutal and bloody affair. The clash of steel, the thunder of cannons, and the screams of the dying filled the air. Takuan, amidst the chaos, fought with a ferocity born of both courage and desperation. He moved with the grace of a panther, his sword a blur of motion, cutting down his enemies with chilling efficiency. However, the tide of battle turned against the Western Army. Betrayal and miscalculations crippled their forces, leading to a devastating defeat. The once mighty army was routed, its ranks decimated. Takuan, amidst the chaos and confusion, found himself adrift, his dreams of glory shattered, his loyalty tested, and his future uncertain. The defeat at Sekigahara was a profound turning point in Takuan's life. It stripped him of his illusions, forcing him to confront the harsh realities of war and the fragility of human ambition. He witnessed the futility of violence, the devastating consequences of unchecked ambition, and the ephemeral nature of glory. Wandering aimlessly through the war-torn countryside, Takuan grappled with the weight of defeat. The memories of fallen comrades, the cries of the wounded, and the haunting silence of the battlefield haunted his dreams. He questioned his purpose, his very reason for existence. The sword, once a symbol of honor and glory, now felt like a heavy burden, a reminder of the suffering he had witnessed. Defeated and disillusioned, Musashi wandered aimlessly through the war-torn countryside, grappling with the weight of his past. The memories of fallen comrades, the cries of the wounded, and the haunting silence of the battlefield haunted his dreams. He questioned his purpose, his very reason for existence. The sword, once a symbol of honor and glory, now felt like a heavy burden, a reminder of the suffering he had witnessed. However, amidst the despair, a flicker of hope remained. The words of Takuan Soho echoed in his mind, reminding him of the importance of inner peace, of finding strength within himself. He began to meditate, to seek solace in the quietude of nature, to reconnect with the deeper truths that lay beneath the surface of his own being. He found solace in the rustling of leaves, the murmur of the stream, the gentle caress of the wind. He began to see the sword not as a weapon of aggression, but as an instrument of self-discovery. a tool for exploring the depths of his own being and connecting with the universal spirit. He began to understand that true mastery lay not just in the skillful execution of techniques, but in the cultivation of a centered mind, a mind free from the distractions of ego and the illusions of self. The journey of self-discovery led him to the ancient capital of Kyoto, a vibrant center of culture and martial arts. Here, amidst the bustling streets and serene temples, Musashi encountered a diverse array of martial artists, each with their own unique style and philosophy. He observed their techniques, challenged himself in friendly sparring matches, and constantly sought to refine his own understanding of the art of combat. However, Musashi's attention was soon drawn to the Yoshioka school, one of Kyoto's most prestigious and influential fencing schools. Led by the renowned master Yoshioka Seijuro, the school boasted a long and illustrious history, producing generations of skilled swordsmen. Seijuro, a master of the traditional Yoshioka style, was known for his unwavering discipline, his meticulous training regimen, and his aura of invincibility. Musashi, ever the challenger, sought to test his skills against the best. He sent a formal challenge to Seijuro, a bold move that sent shockwaves through the martial arts community. The duel was eagerly anticipated, a clash between the established order and the rising star of the wandering samurai. The day of the duel arrived, and a large crowd gathered to witness the spectacle. Seijuro, impeccably attired, exuded an aura of confidence and authority. Musashi, however, arrived late, dressed in simple, almost careless attire, a deliberate attempt to unsettle his opponent. The duel commenced. Seijuro, enraged by Musashi's perceived arrogance, launched a furious assault, a whirlwind of steel that seemed to engulf his opponent. But Musashi, with a calmness that belied his youth, calmly evaded each attack, his movements fluid and unpredictable. He anticipated Seijuro's moves, exploiting his opponent's anger and impatience. With a single swift motion, Musashi disarmed Seijuro, leaving the renowned master humiliated and defeated. The defeat of Seijuro sent shockwaves through the Yoshioka school. The clan, their pride wounded, vowed revenge. Seijuro's younger brother, Yoshioka Denjiro, a swordsman even more skilled than his brother, stepped forward, consumed by a burning desire for vengeance. Denjiro was a formidable opponent, a whirlwind of furious attacks, his movements a blur of motion. He wielded a fearsomely long and heavy sword, the nodachi, with devastating effect. The clash between Musashi and Denjiro was a brutal and breathtaking display of skill and savagery. Musashi, however, had learned from his previous encounters. He remained calm and collected, his mind a mirror reflecting the movements of his opponent. He anticipated Denjiro's attacks, exploiting his opponent's rage and impatience. With a single swift motion, Musashi disarmed Denjiro, leaving him utterly defeated. The defeat of both Seijuro and Denjiro enraged the entire Yoshioka clan. They vowed to destroy Musashi, to avenge the honor of their school. A full-scale confrontation was inevitable. The day of the final showdown arrived. Musashi, facing an overwhelming number of opponents, chose the location carefully, selecting a terrain that would favor his style of fighting. The battle was a whirlwind of steel, a chaotic clash between a single warrior and a horde of determined opponents. Musashi, however, was not merely a skilled swordsman, he was a master strategist. He moved with the grace of a panther, his sword a blur of motion, cutting down his enemies with chilling efficiency. He exploited the terrain, using the natural obstacles to his advantage, drawing his opponents into traps and ambushes. He fought with a calm focus, his mind clear, his movements precise. One by one, the Yoshioka warriors fell, their fury and determination ultimately proving to be their undoing. Musashi, unwavering in his resolve, emerged victorious, his legend cemented in the annals of Japanese history. The defeat of the Yoshioka clan, once a symbol of martial prowess, marked the rise of a new era, an era dominated by the indomitable spirit of Miyamoto Musashi. Musashi, the wandering samurai, had not only defeated his opponents, he had shattered their pride, their traditions, and their very identity. He had proven that true mastery lay not just in the strength of one's lineage or the weight of tradition, but in the unwavering pursuit of self-improvement, in the relentless pursuit of perfection in both mind and body. Musashi's legend continued to grow, inspiring generations of warriors and artists. He became a symbol of unwavering determination, of the human spirit's ability to overcome adversity and achieve greatness. His story, a blend of myth and reality, serves as a testament to the enduring power of the human will and the timeless pursuit of excellence.